Today I have big plans. I mentioned last episode that we were going to be working on automating a few things today, and that includes some trees. We've got to get basically every tree type automated, that at least I'm going to try my best to. And that's, yeah, it's going to be a lot of work today. But to start off today, let's go ahead and pop open our reward for completing our fast raffle boss kill. Oh boy. And there's definitely an artifact in here, right here. Oh, let's identify this artifact right off the bat. Please don't be a duplicate. Don't be a duplicate. It's not a duplicate. Oh, thank goodness. Our wall is slowly but surely getting bigger and bigger, and I'm loving this. And that's not a duplicate. That's a new one. I like this. Oh, the crystals. Perfect. And then all the other stuff that's in here. Let's see. Do we get any tier 2 armor? And then of course we got our trophy. No tier 2. Just regular gear. That's fine. Some burgers, and all is well with the world. All right. Or at least I wish that was the case. Okay, so we have all of the stuff out of here. Now we can get down to business. And well, like I said, we have some automation to do before we do any vaults today. I have it planned to get trees automated. And that means I want basically the trees to I want all the items to be collected into not my storage system here, but I do want them to be collected into their own storage system with void upgrades. And I should have plenty of void upgrades, like right over here. Did I pull them all out? Yeah, I bought all the void upgrades. So as you can see, we got void upgrades. Well, I bought every single one of them, but that one right there. But we do have void upgrades, which is perfect because they require an echo to make. So the more I can buy and not need to work with, the more I can buy and not actually have to craft, the better. So I'm gonna go ahead and get all this stuff sorted out, and we are going to create ourselves a few tree farms. So I think I found a spot to place all of the trees, and yes, it is right on top here on this beautiful roof. This is gonna be perfect actually, because this is not just like the roof, because I left some space. So that means I can actually put grass and stuff up here, and it shouldn't affect this roof at all. And of course, what better place to grow trees? They should have plenty of beautiful sunlight. Well, other than that thing being in the way. But yeah, this should work. Let's see, we have just enough space for 5. I want to keep it kind of as much in the center of this as possible. So that's where these need to go. So right here, and I kind of want to keep them relatively close to each other. Like I don't want them too close, but I do want them, you know, I might be able to actually, well, there is a couple of issues with these trees. They have a chance of spawning not normal. So that is a problem. Maybe going to split them 3 blocks apart, and then we should be good. Now, these will work on their own without power, but I'm probably going to end up powering them for sure. All I need is, I don't have to go crazy like I did with this farm and have like 2 saplings being placed down. I should be able to get away with just 1 sapling over here. That should be fine. We just need an interesting way of collecting all of these items that's going to drop. That is going to be a little bit of a challenge. So I think I've come up with a clever solution for placing saplings, because one of the ones I was thinking about was, man, how am I going to do dark oak saplings? Well, there's actually a factory block placer, which is really, really nice because we can place it down facing this way. And all we have to do is set this to ignored mode. And by the way, it looks like it stores its contents. Set it to ignored on its redstone here, and place a block on top. And look what this can do. This can actually place saplings through the block. That completely satisfies a problem that I was having. That's fantastic. So all we have to do is place a few of these down in the proper direction, just like this. And I am going to raise this up off the ground, because otherwise we are going to have piping going through our ceiling, and I don't want my ceiling to have any piping. Up here, I could care less how ugly it is. I'm never going to be up here normally. So we might be able to even route our drawers and have piping routing our drawers in a very specific way. So that way, all of it is, the trees are farmed here, but all of our stuff is accessible down below. So that should be able to work. So yeah, all I have to do is now place down some dirt. I'm going to place down rocky dirt. Hopefully this will not be impacted by anything. Actually, before I do that, I should probably set these to ignored mode, which is upside down torch, which is pretty nice. And the fact that this has a nice storage is really good as well. All of these need to be set up. Perfect. So yeah, with this going, I am going to have sort of my saw raised up off the ground, which is completely fine because this is all going to be dirt anyways. So just like this, this, and this. And now we just got to find a way to collect all these items. Like I was saying earlier, this is probably going to be one of the more challenging parts. So I haven't quite figured out a solution just yet for collecting the items, but I think I know how I am going to sort and store the items and make them available here. So I already have all of the log types set up just like this. So what I'm really going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just upgrade all of these with a storage upgrade. This is going to give us quite a bit of storage. Going to increase it by double its base storage, I believe. 32, is it 32 times? By 32 times its base value. So yeah, this is going to be able to hold a lot. Let's just say that we probably won't have to worry about the storage on this for a long time, considering we use it a lot for crystals. And then over here, this is going to increase it by 8 times its base value, which is going to be pretty nice. And so I have my saplings locked in here, which gives me kind of a bonus. So what I can do is, because this is all hooked to my refined storage system, all I have to do is just connect a few things up to my cables here, and we're good. So all I need is whatever's collecting the items needs to be imported into our system, and then whatever saplings we need to go into here just needs to be exported out of our system. So that's pretty straightforward. So I just got to get all the stuff made and get the connections hooked up. So I went ahead and set up a bunch of the hopper hawks. And I think this is going to be the cheapest way. This is definitely the cheapest way of collecting dropped items, at least for me, because I have Botania unlocked. Because these don't really require too much. I mean, other than just some perfect Biniatite or Larimar, it's actually not bad. So these are going to be placed next to the barrel, as you can see here. And then when an item is dropped on the ground, such as like my benevolent charm. By the way, what's letting me see this this border is the Manaseer monocle. This thing allows you to see the range. Now, this does get a larger range and I believe a faster pickup time if it does have a mana pool adjacent to it. But of course, I don't need a mana pool. You don't have to have a mana pool for it to work as well. But this should be plenty fast enough. Now, what I'm going to need is these barrels here. I might just make it simpler on my part and just have it piped. I don't know. Or I can just literally hook up an extractor for every single one of these. However, we are going to need an we're going to need an importer on every single one of these barrels. But I'm thinking extractor. These all need extractors as well, which is going to increase the total cost of power towards our network. That is one downside to this. So I have all of my exporters set up. All I have to do now is basically define and say, hey, this is what I want to export out. And so I'm just going to move along, and I am kind of doing this in a specific order. I want the jungle and the acacia to sort of be in the middle, so it's more likely to get collected, because I know it can kind of branch out a little bit further than everything else. And then right over here, the one that of course is going to be super difficult, which technically the jungle should probably be over here, but jungle saplings can actually grow single as well, unlike the dark oak saplings, which they do need more than one. I said here, and you can try for days. This is just not going to grow. This doesn't have the space. So all I have to do now is just hook up my cables, which is going to go just like this. Boop. And as you can see, that's already been planted. I'm just going to run the cables like here. Unfortunately, in this version, I'm not on... This pack hasn't updated to the updated version of Refined Storage. So I believe we still don't have facades. Otherwise, I would be facading my cables. but refined storage has updated in 1.16 to have facades. So that is a thing. I think this should be fine. I don't think it's going to spill over because it is that one block there. I do want to try and grow these saplings. I'm hoping the jungle one will grow. That was one I actually didn't test. Oh boy. You know what? I might have to do the same thing to the jungle sapling, which means we're probably going to put it over here. And it's just going to mean we're going to need just a bit more. Man, the jungle sapling's going to be rough though. That's going to be a really tall tree. Actually, I don't have to change it. Turns out that it's just because it wasn't dirt. Apparently the rocky dirt, the jungle log will not grow on the rocky dirt. I almost wonder if this will grow. Nope. This is also going to need dirt. Almost guaranteed. That's kind of weird. So the ones that have special growing requirements will not grow on rocky dirt, which I mean kind of makes sense, I guess. But that will grow. Now we have all of our saplings growing. Okay, I just need to set this back up then. So this is spruce. Question, I wonder if they're maybe too close. I don't know, spruce has weird growing requirements. Nope. They're perfect. They all will grow next to each other. Nice. Okay, so yeah, all I have to do is just get it set back up the way I had it, where this is the jungle saplings. And we have automation. We've done it. Oh, that's perfect. Now I just need to step back and make sure that everything's getting pushed into our barrels. And yes, as you can see, saplings and all are getting pulled out. And this is perfect. This is exactly why I love refined storage. We have very simple automation going on here. Yes, we are going to get the occasional item that probably gets pushed out here, but that's okay. That's okay. Let's do some slabs and we could probably cover up a few things like this. Like we can go ahead and cover up these side areas because they don't really need to be exposed. Same with the front here and here and here. That way we don't get items dropping down into these crevices. But this is perfect. And I may not even need to give these power. Like these seem like they're going to be plenty of power. Huh. So now for the fun part, I am setting up the bone mill basically automation. This is going to speed things up a little bit and allow this to use bone mill. I have this getting bone mill and it's sending. You see they're teleporting over here. That's because I have this selected onto this. And then what this allows me to do is do this. And now all of these should be able to reach. I think they can go up to 12 blocks, as you can see. And all of these are going to be receiving bone mill. This is kind of cool. And now I need to configure this. And we're going to say front. And then I should be able to set this to right-click item in buffer. Right-click item in buffer on nearby entity. I think just right-click item in buffer. No. Yeah, it needs to be, I think, on entity. We'll see. I think that's how this works. Let me go ahead and put this in here. And then I need to make sure the redstone mode is always. And I bet it is not that. I bet it is action going to be, yeah, on nearby blocks. Yeah, that's what we need it to be on. So this needs to be all set to right-click in buffer, possibly on nearby blocks. Perfect. And then once that is all done, we're basically good to go. Like this should be ready to go. The only problem is I cannot automate the crafting of bone meal. So what I have to do is I will just have to manually craft up or convert a bunch of this over to bone meal because unfortunately I cannot I just can't craft it. I have no means of doing so. All of that particular type of automation has been removed from the pack. And just like that, I have created a rooftop garden. How environmentally friendly of me. But in all seriousness, I think it's about time to jump into a vault for today. Man, today's already been super excited. We got an artifact and we got a massive tree farm going. You know what? You may think that this suit has caused some evil in me, but No, it just made me want to make a tree farm and complete challenges. So let's get on with the first, let's see, run of today. We're going to see what I can go with. I'm going to see what I can't make from all of my catalysts, and hopefully I can get ourselves a real nice run going. So far, I have a crystal that looks really good. I need to get a few things on here that maybe makes it a little bit easier, but it does have rich and plentiful on here. Don't know if I can get that extra one to make it a CRP run, but either way, this is a pretty nice run in itself, and is going to grant me quite a few ore. Like, that rich is really, really nice. As far as everything else goes, I'm not really seeing anything else on here other than extended. That'd be really great. Definitely don't want anything furious. It's already difficult. I could potentially bring the difficulty down. That is a thing, and add speed to it, because rotten doesn't matter to me. Let's actually re-roll, because this actually will give me an extra speed, and rotten doesn't affect me because I can't eat food. Let's see, this should re-roll, and I might have a chance. Ooh, are we gonna see this? There was easy and locked. No, thank you. Extended but fast. That would not. That's not worth it either. I think we're looking pretty good at like where we're at. Withering, weakness. I already have tired and inert on here, and slowed and hunger. So I mean, the mining fatigue I definitely want to get rid of, and then the hunger maybe. It all depends. Like, I do have the ability to remove mining fatigue and poison. This is our mining fatigue, hunger, and poison. This is probably the good one to go with. And we've already removed that slowness. So we should be good. I don't know. Like, we have that slowed, and that slowed gets brought up with speedy. Okay. I think we're good. We should run this. So with this being the first vault of the day, oh, this is going to be super fun. And it's basically close to a CRP. It could be better, but you know what? It's the best I'm going to get for right now. Let's hope we can find something special here. Man, gilded. I mean, even having gilded, that like gives us another bonus. We can also break chests if we don't find a room like this. What in the world? Yes. Oh man, if only I had the tools to make cleaning this out a little bit easier. This is awesome. By the way, all underneath this dragon is stuff. This is awesome. There's so much stuff under here. It's so worth this. Oh, I gotta be careful with the mobs attacking me. Oh boy, this is an X marks the spot room, which could mean we get the ore one. If we get the ore one, it's totally worth it. Oh, this is, you never know with these. Come on, ore room. Ore room! Oh boy. Yes, this whole room is mine. This is epic. Oh, I couldn't get any luckier on this one. All right, I think I cleared this whole room out. Yep, just a little bit. Oh boy. Out of all the rooms, at least I found this one. Oh my goodness. Yes, I will take all of the chests that you have to offer. Hey, now this is ore worth it right here. This is where all my ore's been hiding. At least I get one room that is ore related. I mean, other than the X marks the spot room, that was actually kind of nice. So that run wasn't the best run in the world. I mean, it also wasn't the worst run. I just wish it would have been a lot more ore based, but we did get quite a bit of ore. Look at that, a bunch of beniatite. Had it not been for us getting that X marks the spot room, that would have been pretty rough. Yeah, so, I mean, we got a lot. Let's actually take a look at our vault goodies that we got from there, because I feel like we got a fair few vault diamonds. We got a pretty good amount of vault diamonds. So you can't complain. I can't complain too much. And I know I got Echo, 2 Echo from that run. Gosh, this is just insane. Every time I see the Echo after struggling so long. And look at the trader cores and statues. I also feel like maybe that chest rarity has a little bit to do with this, making things a little bit better for us as we go through these runs. Let's see. Also with vault goodies, where do I actually have my Larimar and stuff stored? So we don't get a whole lot of Larimar, but I did get a bunch of ore. Look at that, almost perfect stacks, almost a full stack of both Larimar and beniatite. Man, that was good. And we got some Iskalium, which is probably one of the rarest. It's probably the least amount. I have the least amount in here compared to everything else. So as far as ore goes, yeah, Iskalium is one of the lowest that I have. So it's always nice when I gather some of that. But man, not bad. I actually enjoyed that vault run. Now, another awesome thing is we ended up getting one of those special rooms, and one of them was vault stew bowls. Like, what? This can actually drop vault stew? Like, that's awesome, because this has a chance of leveling me up better than anything else. This is 20%. Like, I will take this, and that's just free, easy XP. Man. And not to mention all of the gear that we ended up getting. Look at that tier 2 gear. There was a lot of stuff. But guys, of course, I think today I got a lot of stuff done. I definitely, I think we're just about out of recording time. But that doesn't mean that you should be sad. You should be happy, because there's plenty more episodes to come. Be sure to click that subscribe button, of course, if you haven't already. And I do want to give a huge shout out to the sponsor of today's video. And let's see, that is going to go to, and where? Where should I put this? Oh, perfect spot right here. That is going to be a huge thanks going to Chevrel. Thank you so much for your amazing support, by the way, over on the Discord. And of course, guys, if you are interested in joining the amazing community that is my Discord. You can go to discord.gg/ChosenArchitect, and of course, join the amazing community there. Guys, I thank you so much for hanging out with me today. And of course, I'll see you in the next one. And as always, thanks for watching.